What up? Get up in here. Let me check my means. Making sure my sounds is good. Are we Gucci? We Gucci on the Tubi, on the book. You mean? We Gucci on the book. Let's see if he is on the Twitters. All right, we good on the Twitters. And then go on the YouTube. All right, we good. All right, we good. We good. Get up in here. Let me see something also. Let me see something. Let me see if you can hear this, John. No, it ain't coming through. That ain't coming through. It's all good. Let's see what we going. Let's see what we gonna rock with y'all. Hey, let's get a little vibe in this game.
It's late night club scene, shorty is the drill. Looking out for them chicks living single like Kim Fields, a pimp still. So I'm looking for relationship. I want a quickie when she take it next.
Hey.
Like spring break, wild chicks, cakes and crisp. With girls top coming off like the brand new six. Chandu sick, mindset vicious. It's okay to hit chicks, then cut them off like OJ. I like them all types, dominators and role play. I'm like Jose, what's love got to do with it? Talk about your man's ruins it. Right now,
we gonna start this countdown. We gonna get popping.
Bumping, losing weight like constant grams. Why don't you sneak me in your crib just like contraband? Okay, stay below the belt like concert fans. I almost lost cash getting on track. If you wanna holler, mama, VIP is where I'm lost at. Be that, we need some feedback. My only purpose in life is so my money can stack off and need that. My giving this feedback. Perhaps she wanna ball when she seeing these cats. Let's agree that I'm in need of some feedback. My only purpose in life is so my money can stack off and need that. My giving this feedback. Perhaps she wanna ball when she seeing these cats. Puerto Rican rum, chip Bacardi till I'm sick. My thinking no rich flash, keys to the six. Behind me, bunch of guards like New York Knicks. I get love from a squad, they pursue my whip. Just a kid, the bunch of kids wanna blow my shit. I'm falling with this chick, but she blowing the sick. Got the Bucky eye Benz with the balloon the kid. Plays 20s on the shoes.
SARS, my guy.
Got a bunch of different chicks, they doing me clicks, so I holler. This is what I had to do on the strip. Friday night at 9,
Geechee A. Smith.
Attempt to have a drink the 17th
I
break.
ain't just
House
a
break
pick
friends.
rule. I
Shit, you
got
can't pretend
bars
to do that
for days,
whole.
cousin,
She know
but I
how
used to
written
rap
and gold
anyway
is the
back
flow
in
that I chose supposed to be blow.
1973.
So rather relax on the reason I asked my
Hey.
son to give me some feedback. I only ask what I can achieve. If it's said then it's done. Got the one with it.
Million Watts on the beat. My guy Melvin Watson on the production. I think he made that one. I know we used to go 50-50. I used to make some. He used to make some. He made 95% of my joints though. That was a Million Watts. I know Ross got a joint on there too. You know, what up? It's the boy Geechee A. Smith back with it. Another episode, professional sports. Man, it has been a crazy. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, especially if you're a 49ers fan. It's the middle of the season. Who cares? And it's sports. I don't get paid from the 49ers. I don't get paid from the NFL. I do this because I love it. I love the game of football. I just so happen to be a fan of the 49ers. I ain't one of those fans that go crazy and pout and shut down my whole life. I got real life and I got real ops out here. You think I'm caring about the 49ers winning or losing? Nah. Obviously, it's fun when they win, and it sucks when they lose. But that stuff don't bother me. What scuffs my Tims, if you really want to know, what really scuffs my Tims is when people associate a 49ers loss with me. Now you try to make it personal. Oh, that's why you this that ain't me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And like I am not my team. Yes, I rock 49ers. I love the 49ers, so on and so forth. I got a Chan K 49ers sign in that John. But best believe I am me and they are they. I just like my team. Now, if I worked for them, it'd be a different story. If my family members owned it, it'd be a different story. But it's football. It's all in fun. Like y'all be taking this stuff too personal. Y'all don't even know these. Y'all don't even know these people. Y'all out here caping, losing friends, getting beat up when I when y'all see me like over somebody y'all don't even know for the you know what I'm saying? Out here going crazy and getting beat up in stands and getting beat up at stadiums for somebody for something y'all don't even own or have a stake in. Like just let that resonate with y'all. Like y'all might want to grow up. Like it is not that serious out here. You know what I'm saying? It ain't not. It's all opinion based. You know what I mean? Until somebody wins at the end, it's all opinion based. If it was based off of data and empirical evidence, it'd have been the same Super Bowl winners every year. But it's not based off of that. It's based off of matchups. It's based off subjectivity. It's based off of human beings who are humans who make mistakes, who do dumb stuff, who have personal lives. You don't know what's going on in the quarterback's life. You don't know what's going on in the running back's life, the offensive line. People's dads and parents be dying. People's loved ones breaking up with them. People's having miscarriage. Like there's things that these people aren't. This isn't Madden. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't the game of Madden. This is like real life. Just think about your real life, and then think about somebody follows you around 24/7 with a camera. Think about that. Somebody follows you around 24/7 with a camera. What would your life look like? I think it might be a little bit more messier than some of these lives, right? Yeah. So we ain't gonna pretend out here. We ain't gonna do that, right? Let's have fun. It's football, like, and just enjoy the game. Like, you're allowed to have, root for your team, talk trash and all that, but don't make it personal. Stop making it personal because I can make it personal. Trust me, I'm one of the best that ever did it when it comes to that. And that's why I'm gonna leave it at that. But y'all ain't come here for none of that. Y'all came here for these picks and get this money. But it's been a crazy landscape. Steve Wilkes as a defensive coordinator is trash. Um, and what led me to believe I held out on calling him trash. Let me back into this camera. I'm all blurry. What led me to hold out him calling him trash? Um, was because the first 5 games they were the best defense in the league. Everybody was on his yammers, so on and so forth, right? Historical defense. Then the last couple of times they got exposed. Here's Wilkes's problem. He overcorrects because he doesn't know how to handle somebody like Kyle Shanahan who overcorrects. Kyle Shanahan is an extremist. Like he'll tell you, "Oh, I don't know who's going to start on Wednesday. You don't even know if anybody's going to be alive on Wednesday." He'll say stuff like that in his press conferences. Like, bro, it's not that serious. We just asked who's starting because he had a shoulder injury. You know what I mean? So Kyle, I can understand, and in the way these ex players talk about how Kyle run these meetings, some of these scouts I see on and interact on in Twitter and things like that talk about how he runs these meetings. He's an egomaniac, and he's a bit of a stubborn type A butthole, right? So Steve Wilkes does not handle that. Steve Wilkes is a little bit more passive, a little bit more laid back. He wants to be in the booth, chilling, calling his plays in. Kyle Shanahan wants you to be a little bit high strung like he was. Look at D'Amico Ryans. Look at Robert Saleh. Very high strung. Look at Mike McDaniels. High strung weirdos. You know what I mean? I don't mean weirdo in a bad sense. I like weirdo. I mean different, right? These are high strung individuals. Mike McDaniels, Robert Saleh, D'Amico Ryans, very high strung. And then you got Steve Wilkes that comes in here, sits up in the booth, and just laid back. And Steve Wilkes pressures Pressure meaning bringing four or more rushers, five, and up rushers. He pressures the least amount in the league at a 15% rate, and I think the league average is around 18 to 20% pressuring, and we getting our butts handed to us because we ain't getting no pressure. I mean, that is showing you hand in hand on the 5 games that we were doing well with the defense. We were getting great pressure. Um, and a few games that we were getting our butts blown. We weren't sending that much pressure because he got beat by that all out blitz on Minnesota Vikings, and it's like, no, you're allowed to call zero blitzes. You're allowed to call zero coverage blitzes and all out blitzes and things of that nature, but don't call zero coverage blitzes when it's 16 seconds left in the second half. Like that's where you messed up at. It's situational, and I don't know if he knows how to do that. I don't know if he's skilled enough to handle these situations because I'm watching these drives and they're picking him apart. He is being out coached on these drives, these defensive drives. He is being out coached. Here's the thing: so is Kyle Shanahan. He's only been putting up 17 points, so Kyle Shanahan ain't exempt from this either. Y'all know how I feel about Kyle Shanahan. All these coaches are nothing but war of attrition coaches. They don't know how to do anything differently. You could tell the mastermind of Kyle Shanahan's offense, since Kyle Shanahan has an offense, has been Mike McDaniels. And he said that before. Mike McDaniels was the brainchild on most of his creative plays. Yeah, it's Mike Shanahan's playbook. First and foremost, it's Mike Shanahan's playbook. That zone blocking scheme is Mike Shanahan's brainchild. He perfected that. He made Terrell Davis, Clinton Portis, Willis McGahee, um, Alfred Morris, RG3, and one more I'm missing. He made them look like generational backs. There's a reason those guys didn't look like anything else outside of, with the exception of Willis McGahee, but he couldn't stay healthy. Um, that zone blocking scheme. That's why Kyle Shanahan's, you know, you know, teams look great with that zone blocking. Raheem Mostert. It's just you just need to learn how to run fast and hit cutback lanes. That's what Christian McCaffrey does. That's what all Terrell Davis did. Run, hit cutback lanes. Stretch the field, cutback lanes are going to be open because the zone block and one of the lanes are going to be open. You just got to have good eyes. That's it. As long as you have good eyes, the zone blocking scheme, you're going to be pretty. You're going to do well. However, if you got some linemen that are not getting any push up front, which has been happening since last year, they just been fortunate enough to been playing teams that haven't gotten that much pressure, but now they can't disguise it anymore. Like I don't know why they didn't upgrade that offensive line. Everybody in the world know that offensive line is the reason Kyle Shanahan hasn't been able to keep a quarterback healthy ever, right? So, and now he almost got Brock Purdy killed. When are you going to get it? Like Trent Williams goes down, the whole line goes to hell. Like it's crazy. It shouldn't be like that. Um, They spending money on other places that don't need to be spent. They got all this money on Nick Bosa. He don't nowhere to be found. I love the fact they picked up Chase Young. That is beautiful. Love, bravo. If Steve Wilks and Bosa can't do anything with Chase Young on the other side, if that defense can't do nothing with literally 4 first-round picks on the front end, Kyle Shanahan needs to be booted. All of them need to go. Everybody. You can't have that much talent on a front line and not do nothing with it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, come on. Are you like you got Nick Bosa, number 2 pick, Chase Young, number 2 pick on the other side, Hargrave, first round talent, Armstead, first round talent, Javon Kinlaw, yeah, he might be a bust, but first round talent, Randy Gregory, 89th pick, but basically first round talent. Fred Warner, all pro, first round talent. Greenlaw, top 20 linebacker in the league, all pro, not all pro, Pro Bowl talent, right? Come on. Travarius Ward, top 15 CB in the league. For what? Pittsburgh lost. You rocking the Pittsburgh stuff for what? What could you wait to see? And you said the Raiders would do for a win. What? But yeah, so Travarius Ward, Pro Bowl, Hufanga, Hufanga, safety, All Pro, Hufanga, All Pro. Um, you got like 7 All Pros on 11 defense, and y'all giving up 300 something yards and 30 and 20 plus points. That's coaching. There's no way they ain't nothing but coaching. You got 7 All Pros out of 11, and y'all giving up that many points and yards. That is coaching. And guess who it ultimately falls back on? I don't care if Kyle Shanahan's the offensive guru. That falls on Kyle Shanahan. Like, you chose Steve Wilkes. Change it. Do something. I don't care. Fire him. You see Josh, they let Josh McDaniels go. Jimmy Garoppolo is I listen, y'all saw my go to my last post that I put up about quarterbacks. I don't know what world in what world y'all thought Jimmy Garoppolo was good. How? What world? What world did y'all see Jimmy Garoppolo being good? I don't get it. I don't see it because he won games, right? Don't teams win games? Tell y'all let me know. I think I might be new to this football thing, but don't teams win games? Do y'all know what the most passing yards in a game is? It's like 500 something, 529, 570 or something like that. Was it Norm Van Brocklin, right? Has the most passing yards in the game ever. It's still a loss in the column. It don't matter. You funny. Um, Norm Van Brocklin, right, has the most passing yards in the game. You know he lost that game. His team lost. His team lost that game. That's the best statistical game ever as far as yards, and he lost that game. You know why? Because wins are not a quarterback stat. It's not a quarter. It's a team stat. This isn't. It's not boxing. Like, this is a team sport. Like, that's why even in basketball, oh, LeBron got this many wins, Jordan got this many wins. I don't care. Their team has that many wins that he played with. Now, what they can handle, that is the twin. Yes, it is. I told y'all, Ned and Ross, they be remembering y'all. Y'all was the only twins people rocked with. That is twin. I still rock with them still to this day since South Brandywine and Yosef. Yep. Ross is down there in Virginia, down there with you, actually, Joe. Y'all should link up. Coatesville in the building. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think he's close to where y'all at too. I ain't gonna put nobody's business out there on the book, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, no question. Yeah, hit him up on send that friend request. They know who you are. Y'all know each other. It's Coatesville, it ain't that big. But yeah, so it, it's coaching at the end of the day. I'm not a big fan of Kyle Shanahan. I think he's turned his franchise around. Absolutely. I think they built a great roster. However, he's like, I call him Kyle Schottenheimer. Marty Schottenheimer. Y'all remember him get all the way to here, but can never win the chip. They said the same thing about Andy Reid. Nah, I think Andy Reid was always better because Andy Reid didn't ever have a quarterback. I think he made his quarterbacks look better. This man had Kevin Cobb. Um, he made Donovan McNabb look better than what he actually was. He made Michael Vick look better than what he was. I mean, I just think Andy Reid's just that. I think Andy Reid's the best coach in the league, personally. Personally. And then I also think Tom Brady was just that good. I just don't. It's me personally. Don't think I've given Tom Brady that much credit because outside of Tom Brady, look at Bill Belichick, Josh McDaniels, Charlie Weiss, anybody that was ever Belichick, anything. There's never been they have never been good outside of Tom Brady. Look at the year that Tom Brady went down with that knee injury with that same team that they went to the Super Bowl with. Tom Brady wasn't in. They go 11-5 when Matt Cassell and don't make the playoffs. Um, War of attrition, right? I keep telling y'all that's all it is. They just get the best players and they just go "Rah!" like they were those little kids. It was those little kids that had the army men and just would go like this. Didn't have no real plan. They just go and just storm. Those aggressive little cornball little kids. That's who these coaches are. That's what they do with their men. They go. They don't have no real plan. Like it's crazy. But anyway, I digress. That was me. My Tims are scuffed. You know what I'm saying? You see that mist in the background? I like that. I ain't gonna hold you. But y'all here for the picks, right? I know y'all here for the picks. Y'all here for the picks. Y'all here for the picks. What's popping, my guy? Houston let me down in Carolina, nephew. Um, it wasn't C.J. Stroud either, and it wasn't y'all defense. Whoo, Lord! I still got all my wisdom teeth. I had to get other teeth pulled because of my wisdom teeth, but I still got my wisdom teeth. But I know that's because they go down deep, deep, way deep down into my heart, oh deep. Let's get to these picks. I gotta be out here wilding. 20 minutes of nothing. Just wilding. All right, to the center stage. We gonna bring up. Bam. Whoop! There it is. Speaking of Joe Butterfield, we got the Steelers versus the Titans. Now I remember utter disappointment. Utter. I remember this battles between the Steelers and the Titans. Um when when it was three divisions. The AFC Central. Before there was a North and the South, there used to be an AFC Central, and the Titans and the Steelers used to be in the same division. That's back when the Titans went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Rams. The Jaguars that year were 14-2. The Titans were 13-3. And yeah, and the Titans and the Steelers used to get it in. Titans and the Jaguars used to get it in. They were all getting it in around that time. And I remember the Steelers and the Titans games, that Steve McNair, Ben Roethlisberger games. Those games used to be fire. I ain't gonna lie to you because they were pretty much the same style of quarterback and they had the same style of team. But the Titans just seemed like they were just a little bit more grittier than the Steelers. Now the Steelers, it's about matchups, right? We always say that the Steelers ended up winning and if we ended up winning more, Super Bowls and going to the Super Bowls and so on and so forth in that period of time. But if you think about the history of that, the Titans are the Houston Oilers, and the Steelers have been doing that to the Houston Oilers since the 70s. I used to think the Houston Oilers had a better team, but that defense of the Steelers was crazy. That Steel Curtain defense was just bananas. Um, as a 49ers fan, people think Jerry Rice is my favorite wide receiver. Actually, my favorite wide receiver is Lynn Swan, and that used to be my nickname playing football. And anybody that knows me knows that is actual factual. I was Odell Beckham Jr. before there was an Odell Beckham Jr. One-handed acrobatic catches, staying in bounds, all that. That was me. 41-inch vertical. I still got hops. I can't get up 41 inches. I can't get up 41 inches like I used to. I can still get. I can still grab the rim. I can grab the rim. I just can't dunk. I can dunk a little ball. I can't dunk no big ball. I can. I still got a little bit of hops, and I still got speed. It ain't what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. I'll tell you that. But I'm still faster than 90% of y'all, and I put money on that. I'm willing to put $100. I'm faster than 90% of y'all. But anyway, Titans Steelers. Reminiscent of those games, Will Levis did the best out of the rookie class so far out of one start. Who knows? When he actually throw the ball to DeAndre Hopkins, he catches it. Mind blown, right? And the fact that Kenny Pickett ain't in, um, potentially, I'm going with the. I'm going with the. I'm going with the Titans, especially because they giving them 3 points. We going over though. We going over. We going over with it. You know what I mean? We going over though. Titans 3 and over. I don't know. That seemed like 3 points right there. To be honest with you. Next up, we got the Dolphins and Chiefs. I was like, why is this at 9:30 in the morning? But I forgot they playing in Germany. First game ever in Germany. Exactly, right? Unfathomable. But they're playing in Germany, so it's not really a home game for the Chiefs, but it's a home game. So that's actually, I think they're doing the Chiefs dirty for that because one of the advantages of the Chiefs home game is the loudness of their stadium. So they're not really getting a true home game. However, they're putting this on neutral playing field. So I like this. It's like, okay, who's the best offense in the league right now? You got the best young mind coming up in Mike McDaniels, and you got the best old mind in Chandy Reed. So let's get it popping. Let's see who's at y'all. Both of their defenses are trash. Hot butter garbage. Anybody got my hot butter garbage emoji out there? Both of their defenses are hot butter garbage, but Jalen Ramsey did come back. So Jalen Ramsey is going to lock up. He ain't gonna lock him up, but he's going to put a little bit more defense on Travis Kelsey. Now he's forcing Patrick Mahomes to throw it to the plumbers and the janitors that are on the team. Um, this is going to be a tough game. They done moved it closer because they was giving it the Chiefs 2. Now they moved it at 1.5. This is going to be crazy. But I think biggest factor, and they done moved it 50 to 5.5. I think the biggest factor comes down to coaching. Trash. I think the biggest factor always comes down to coaching and the quarterback position. Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback than Tua, and Chandy Reed is a better adjuster and coach than Mike McDaniels. Mike McDaniels is going to be nice. I truly believe that. He got the Dolphins balling. Um, he got the Dolphins balling. Hot butter. There it is. Hot butter garbage. Yes, sir. There it is. Hot butter garbage. Um, I like what Mike McDaniels is going to do. He's the future, but Chandy Reed is still Chandy Reed at the end of the day. And I'm going with the Chiefs, and I'm going over because that those defenses are complete garbage. They're complete garbage, 100%. Lock these picks in today because they move. Um, and as of right now, that's what we rock with. All right, this next game, Tua turn the ball over. Absolutely. This next game is hot butter garbage. The Bears and the Saints. The Bears and the Aints. Caints and Waints. This is literally a coin toss. Where's my coin at? I ain't got one because you know what? Nobody has coins anymore because just like this game is trash. Coins are trash. Nobody got coins anymore. That means you have to have money. I don't even. I haven't seen money in years. Forget what it even looks like, to be honest with you. That's because you from Chicago. Who's this nut John with that cornball you got in the picture with you? Where's his hat? He better have a mustache. I get on God, he better have a mustache. You got the Saints nephew, wife. You got the Bears. You got the Saints. I don't know. Is blood thicker than water? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, nephew. You see who I sleep with? You ain't got what she got, cousin. Ah, ooh, Lord. Ah, you see who I picked, right? The Bears. Um, the 7.5. Um, actually, it's at 8.5 now. Yeah, so I definitely like the 8.5. I definitely like the 8.5 with the Bears. However, I think the Saints are going to win. I just don't think they're going to beat the Bears by 8.5 points, basically 9 points. So take the Bears. I'll be wrong. Listen, I'll be sleeping on the couch. The new couch that just came in today too for the Chan Cave. Nah, actually, I'll be sleeping on the couch. Nah, I'll sleep on the couch. Next up, we got the Bucks and the Texans. Nephew, what are y'all doing? What are y'all gonna do to this? We got the. This is another hot butter garbage game. The Aints won by 4. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. Where's my emoji? Hot butter garbage. We got the Bucks versus the Texans. I think I might have just now it's at 2.5. Um, I don't even, oh yeah, so that's what. I did not. I kept it the same. Um, I flipped the coin on this one and went with the home team and defense. D'Amico Ryans, but Todd Bowles might call a game that frustrates C.J. Stroud. I think C.J. Stroud's a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield, and that's why I'm choosing the Texans. I ain't gonna spend too much time going back and forth with you Ziggins in this game. Texans in the under because the defenses and how hot butter garbage both of these teams ill. Both of these teams ill. All right, next. Lord, this game's trash too. Yeah, I can see that. Get y'all some more, get y'all one under y'all belts. The first year of D'Amico Ryans. I like what he's putting together, though, to be honest with you. I like what he's putting together. This game right here, though, hot butter garbage. They just traded away Joshua Dobbs, who gave them any. I don't think Kyler Murray's even playing. I don't know if Deshaun Watson's playing. His rotisserie cuff is messed up. Um, so I'm not even sure. But the Browns got a better defense than the Cardinals. This game is trash. I'm not going to spend a lot of time and go through my thought process on this one. I do like the Browns to win, but I don't think they're going to beat them by 8 points because I'm putting a little bit more respect on the Cardinals defense and name than that. And I am going under because both of their quarterbacks, I believe, are not going to be playing. So I'm going under on the defensive standpoint. But I'm going to Browns to win, but I'm going Cards for the depending on what y'all do. If y'all want to do money line, go pick those Browns up. If y'all want to pick the points, go get that. Yeah, I'm going with the Cards on the points. But I think the Browns going to win just because they're home. That's a toss up. I would leave that game alone to be honest with y'all, but I do every game just for y'all because there might be some Browns fans out there. I know I got a Browns fan in my on my friends list, my man Micah. Literally might be the only Browns fan I know. Literally. You know he ride or die. You a faithful guy. More hot butter garbage. They just gave away both of their defensive ends. And the Patriots are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this game either. I think Belichick is going to call a defensive plan that's really going to give Sam Chicken Finger Heasy fits. And Patriots at our home. That means they're going to cheat anyway. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going with the Patriots and more than 3 points. Yeah, I just think they're going to handle the Commanders. I think they'll handle the Commanders. Next up we got Rams Packers. Another hot butter garbage game. This Where's my hot butter garbage emoji? I can't with these. And to be honest with you, I would stay away from these games because these are the ones that's going to trip you up. These are the ones. This is why my record is 6-7 the last couple weeks because of games like this, and then the 49ers not doing what they're supposed to do. I'm still well above 500 for the year, but however, 49ers not doing what they're supposed to do, and then these hot butter garbage games where it's a coin toss. Um, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with this. Jordan Love is horrible. In 3 years, they thought it was going to work because it worked for Aaron Rodgers. That just worked for Aaron Rodgers. And the thing is, Aaron Rodgers didn't even look that good his first 15 games either. Yeah, mind blown. You got to play to get better. Oh, snap. Oh, hook. As y'all used to say back in the 80s and the 90s. Oh, hook. Yeah, I agree with that. I'm going with the Rams, especially. Oh no, I exposed myself. They giving them 3.5. It was at 3. I was giving it at the 3, but yeah, 3.5. I'm going over 40. It's at 38.5 now. I'm still going over that. And I'm doing the Rams. Rams in the over 100%. Packers defense is trash. They're gonna yeah. And then that's Sean McVay's little bro. Matt LaFleur is Sean McVay's little bro, so he's gonna torture that guy. He knows his defense. I mean, he knows his offense. Come on now. Be for real, man. Good night. Next up, Seahawks Ravens. I don't think the Seahawks are as good as their record is. I think the Ravens are better than their record is. Like the Ravens are legit. They got the number one defense in the league right now. They're healthy. This is what they do when they're healthy. This is the problem. Kind of like the 49ers when they're healthy. They do very well. 49ers aren't healthy. They're getting beat up. Ravens healthy are top notch team, and they're only getting better. They have a new offensive coordinator, and Lamar Jackson he's the number one rated quarterback in the league right now. Y'all told me Lamar Jackson. This is what's crazy. I got a bone to pick with you, right? Y'all told me Jimmy G is good and Lamar Jackson is trash. MVP, Lamar Jackson. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all really do. Y'all really do. Cousin, a nephew. They gotta stop. I'm telling you. I don't know what the drugs they doing. I don't know what it is because they see stats and wins and losses. It has nothing to do with stats, wins, and losses because the quarterback has to throw it to a receiver. The offensive coordinator has a call of play to get these receivers separation. Like, look at Lamar Jackson with a real offensive coordinator now. Greg Roman was the worst coordinator for Lamar Jackson. He can't. Exactly. Jimmy G's a bum and he's soft. Lamar Jackson, man, listen. Yeah, this is why I'm not debating it anymore with certain individuals because it's not worth debating because I can't and I'm not doing it. I'm not going back and forth with y'all. With that said, I like the Ravens. Now they doing 6. Um, it was 5.5 and 43. Because they know how good the Ravens are, and Lamar Jackson's balling in that system, and he's only going to get better in that system. First year in the system, in a real system, they got real routing concepts, real passing concepts, real like. That's what I'm saying. I don't think y'all know football as well as I do, or as well as y'all think y'all do. Um, that's the problem. That's like I study this game. Like, yeah, they are legit. The Ravens are like they big bro in that AFC on the low. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all they are legit. They are legit, boy. And it's right now. It's still early, but this is they look legit. I mean, it's just some certain things that records and things you see on film that's just showing you how tough these boys are playing. I like the Ravens. I'm almost going to pick them in the AFC. Y'all know I go about week 10, a little bit past half season because I want to make sure bye weeks and people coming off of injury reserves and injuries and things like that. I wait till week 10. I used to do it halfway because halfway is not fair anymore to me because it's about matchups and people get hurt and all that type of stuff. Week 10, when it's the bottom, after that, that's when I'm gonna call my division leads, my Super Bowl matchups, my playoff scenario seedings, and all that. Um, and I'm close to calling the Ravens. I'm this close to calling the Ravens on the AFC side. I like the Ravens though over the Seahawks. Seahawks are doing well though, especially picking up the defense. I mean, they got Montez Sweat and Frank Clark on the other side. They just did what the 49ers just did. So they going back in the days of when they had Frank Clark, you know what I'm saying, on one side and what's your name on the other side. So I like what they're trying to do. Their defense, Witherspoon is like the second best CB in the league right now. Um, Finn's in. Okay. Um, yeah. Especially because they both AFC cousin. Maybe in the AFC Championship. Yeah. But yeah, it could work. It could work. It could work. To be honest with you, Ravens and the Dolphins, that could actually work. I'm not mad at that. Um, Next up, Vikings and the Falcons. Up, we back to some more hot butter garbage. Um, Battle of the backups. Okay, yeah. I figured. I just thought about that. Yeah, because it's called the Super Bowl, not the. Yeah, you're right. Back to the hot butter garbage. Um, Vikings. They traded for Joshua Dobbs. They think Haran or whatever his name is out of BYU is going to be him. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I haven't seen him play. Only thing we have is preseason. I'm not watching no preseason for a backup quarterback, especially because Kirk Cousins has never missed a game for injury. Kirk Cousins doesn't get injured, so this is new that he got injured. Like I'm like, oh shit, Kirk Cousins, yeah. So yeah, so I don't know what they have. We'll see. And then the Falcons are starting Taylor Heineke. He used to play for the Commanders, who's like Sam Howell, basically. Um, I think the Vikings are a better team, and they're giving them 4.5. I don't know why. I don't just because Kirk Cousins doing it. I'm going with the Vikings with that one. I'm going under just because it's backup quarterbacks. But I'm still good. I like the Vikings with that 4.5. I think they're actually going to win. So that's where I'm going with that. More hot butter garbage. Colts and Panthers. Panthers finally got their win. There's no more winless teams. Yeah. I would have liked it if it was Anthony Richardson versus Bryce Young to see who's better. Ironically, he gets his first win against CJ Stroud, even though he's not a better quarterback than CJ Stroud. He did make some throws, though. He did make some throws. You going with Carolina? They just won it for no, not really. I can't pick them. They just nah. Colts are like on a cusp. They're like right there of like winning some of these games. Panthers defense is better than I thought. But Jonathan Taylor's back, and that run the game is going to keep that Panthers defense honest. And that was the Texans' problem; they couldn't run. So I'm going with the Colts just because of that run game. But I'm going under because of running. I'm going with the Colts, cousin. I know you can't pick the Colts as a Texans fan. You know what I mean? But you should because that's who's going to win, brother. This is the battle of the haters, bro. Lord have mercy. Mm. They done moved that over a point. It was at 46. It's at 47 now. The over under still the same. This is the battle of the haters, bro. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one I was looking for. I can't with you, Chuck. I can't. I can't. Can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I'm a drink to that. I can't. You so- Whew. Oh Lord. This is that one. They go back and forth. You one of those? Okay, I see you. I mean, I feel you. So here's the thing. So do I, but for record purposes, not because I hate the Eagles, but because record. I mean, I want the one lost team to have two losses, so I can have the first place in the NFC. Of course, you're gonna say "Go Birds." That's what you always say. Um, I think this is the Eagles' first real defensive test of this caliber. This caliber. And specifically a pass defense. Yeah, she gonna beat you too. May still got that. May still throw these Jones. That Mike Tyson lift you up and throw you to the side, John. May still got that John, cousin. You smoking on that Dak pack? Okay. Yeah, May still got May got them Johns. For you, you got them Johns for that task, boy. Um, so the Eagles, back to the Beagles. First defense, pass defense that they had to play. New offensive coordinator. These things matter. Offensive coordinator, first time playing against this defense. Rivalry. I left them alone with the Jets. I know that's right. Um, and the Jets did beat the Eagles, right? Same style of defense. It's a tough defense. This is the reason the Eagles struggle with the Cowboys. It's because of matchups. Y'all have to remember it's about matchups. We say this all the time. And the style of defense is matchups. I think personally the Cowboys are going to win the first game. You know why I think this? Because it's still not that cold. Now, if it was December, I think in Philadelphia, the Cowboys will win. But being as though it's still not that bad out, that bodes well for the Cowboys this game. I think it bodes well for the Cowboys this game. I think it's going to switch because last year the home teams won. I think the away teams are going to win this time because of what everything matters in football. Weather, coaching, first time offensive coordinators going against defense coordinators. It's all this stuff matters. Matchups, style of play. The Eagles are passing a lot more than they're used to, and that plays right into the hands of Dallas's pass rush and their pass defense. Those are their strengths. You want to beat Dallas, do what the 49ers did and what the Cardinals did. Their two losses were run the ball down their throats. If the Eagles win, it's because they ran the ball down the Cowboys' throats. And if they do that, that it's going to be under 47. But I think their identity right now is because AJ Brown is balling. Is they're going to try to get AJ Brown involved early and often, and he's going to get frustrated and he's going to get locked down. They might. I don't think they're frauds. I just don't. They just. They're still not the best team in the NFC yet. They because of Dak Prescott. It's always come back down to the quarterback position. I'm going with the Cowboys. I know y'all hate it, Eagles fans, but I'm going with the Cowboys this time. Sorry. Now back to your regularly scheduled hot butter garbage. Giants and the Raiders. Raiders just got rid of everybody, and Jimmy G got benched. As he should. He shouldn't have been starting in the first place. They're about to get embarrassed. They could, Chuck. They very well could be. They very well could be. I'm gonna star that, and because we're gonna come back to it next week, same time. Excuse me, same time, same bat channel, 8 p.m. Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. You can catch this on YouTube, Bear Image Media. Always, you catch me on Facebook if you know my real name. Catch me on Twitter, 49ers East Coast for all the Twitters. But I'm gonna start that. Yeah, we could skip over it too. I'm not really going to spend time, but I just wanted to talk about them getting fired. Josh McDaniels is a horrible quarterback coach. Um, Brian Dable is a horrible coach. It shows. He's a good coordinator though. He shows to show you good coordinators doesn't always translate to good head coaching. Yeah, I agree with that, Chuck. And both of these games, ironically, could be. I think the Ravens Seahawks game could be all right, depending on what Seahawks show up. But both of those games, Cowboys, Eagles, and Chiefs, Dolphins, could be AFC, NFC championship games. Also, could be previews. You never know. To be honest with you, y'all know me. I'm the unbiased fool. I don't play that bias. I don't care. I'm a 49ers fan all day, every day. Um, you know what I'm saying? Um, I'm a 49ers fan through and through, but I'm a football fan first and foremost. I'm going to always keep it 100%. Like, always. Um, always. And it could very well be because of the way they're playing and the way the 49ers are playing. We'll see with Chase Young because of the defense. And Brock Purdy is Jimmy G 2.0. Brock Purdy is Jimmy G 2.0. I agree. I think Trey Lance is going to be better than Brock Purdy. Y'all keep hating on Trey Lance. Stop looking at stats and look at abilities. Look at what this man was doing with nothing because he didn't have a chance to play with who Brock Purdy had a chance to play with. Can you imagine if Trey Lance had Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Debo Samuels, Brandon Ayuk? Um, he didn't get a chance to play with those people. Jimmy G did and put up pedestrian numbers. Brock Purdy has been and is putting up pedestrian numbers with all pro people. So come on with this nonsense, y'all. Like, come on. Stop talking about these quarterback wins. Stop talking about these quarterback wins and look at their actual abilities and what they actually can do when they have now Trey Lance with those weapons. I think Trey Lance will ball in San Francisco with those weapons. I think Trey Lance will ball in Dallas with those play callings because Dak can't throw. I mean, Trey Lance has a beautiful deep ball. Pause. Hey, yo, what the? Next game. No, but let me pick the winner first. Let me pick the winner first for you. I'm just picking the Giants, and we going under because they all trash. Oh, now it's only 1.5 still. Regardless, I'm picking the Giants to win. I don't even know. Yeah, Giants are gonna win. They're starting a rookie. Hey yo. Uh, yeah, I'll go with the Giants. I ain't gonna spend a lot of time with that. Oh, I forgot about this game. Man, it's a Sunday night game. This is another potential AFC championship game light. We're gonna call it the diet AFC championship game. Um, because this is gonna be a good game. This is gonna let me know who is who. Yeah, the Bengals beat the 49ers, but I think to be honest with you, and come here, come a little closer. I think that was more about the 49ers than the Bengals. I think the Bengals are good. Joe Burrow is Joe Cool. I told y'all he's a winner. He's great. He does what he does. I think Joe Burrow is in that upper echelon of quarterbacks. But I think the way the Bengals did the 49ers was more about Joe Burrow torching our defense because our defensive coordinator is trash. I still think the Bengals offensive line is trash. We had the most pressures against any quarterback than we had it in the last few weeks. I forget what it was. And the Bengals allow a crazy amount of pressure, and their run defense is trash. So I think, yeah, same. They are. Bengals got that. Joe Shiesty like that. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, absolutely. He got all that. Him and Debo got that money and dipped. That's what everybody always does. That's why I'm not about. If I'm an owner, I ain't paying nobody nothing. Y'all gonna be great as rookies, and I'm gonna ship y'all off. I'm gonna be the Tampa Bay Rays of the NFL. Get good, ship you off. Get good, ship you off. Get good, ship you off. Like somebody else could pay you. Get your money. You ain't getting it over here, blood. On Pyru them. Like, shit. I do. Yeah, that's gonna be solid. But I- they got the Bills picked up Russell Douglas right in time. I know that's right. They picked him up right in time to go up against Joe Burrow. They balling. They got three number one receivers. They got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. Like they got three number one receivers. They're all great. And however, I think Buffalo's defense is a little bit better than the Bengals defense. I think Buffalo's defense is a little bit better than the Bengals defense. When I first did this, they were giving Buffalo 2.5. Now they're only giving them two. Um, however, Joe Burrow is a winner. He's a beast, and he's that dude. Yeah, it is definitely apparent. I think they always do it to Buffalo, and I don't think anything changes. Um, I'm going with the Bengals. I think that echelon of the AFC is Dolphins. I mean, not Dolphins. Ravens, Chiefs, Dolphins, Bengals. Whoever wins this is, but I think the Bengals are better. I personally think they are, but we'll see. Because the Bengals always start off trash first few games. Then they get hot late in the year. They might be starting their hot streak a little bit sooner. Tis all. Ain't. So the Bengals. We doing the Bengals on that one. Next up, last one. How you gonna end it on hot butter garbage? Boo! Somebody boo them. Boo them to its stings. Boo! Hiss. What? Boo! Hey, but Jackson's 6-2. Yeah, Jackson's trash. They got this strength of schedule. Jacksonville barely beat the Steelers. They barely beat the Steelers. My sleeper team is the Cubs for the AFC. They barely beat the Steelers. Like Trevor Lawrence is trash. Like he has what 9 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He's on pace for 18-8. That's another one that's y'all said Trevor Lawrence is good and Lamar Jackson is bad. can't. I can't with y'all. Trevor Lawrence is good. Lamar Jackson is bad. Y'all. Definitely sunshine. Yeah, he can't even beat the Texans. Like he can't even beat the Texans. We're talking about the Texans. Yeah, you need to be laughing. They 6-2 because Doug Peterson is a great coach. That's why they're 6-2. Check my post about quarterbacks and abilities and coaching staffs and coaching schemes and all that. Doug Peterson is a very, very, very good coach with a Super Bowl ring to go with it. You don't get a Super Bowl ring by accident, folks. That ain't an accident. That means you did the best coaching job all year. That's basically what you're saying. Yeah, you might have a good team. There's a reason the number one rated team doesn't win the Super Bowl every year, right? Am I bugging or am I correct? Or does the number one rated team not win the Super Bowl every year? If it was about abilities of teams and being great talent, then the number one team, then the Chiefs would be in the Super Bowl every year. They almost are. They're good by talent, but Andy Reid is a great coach. Yeah. Ding 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 ding. He went with Nick Foles, and he had Carson Wentz looking like to the point that people's like, no, we don't want Jalen Hurts. That's how good Dougie P is. That he had people saying, I don't want Jalen Hurts. We want Carson Wentz. That's how good of a coach Dougie P is. Hey yo, but coaching doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't matter. Look at Jimmy G. Jimmy G, man, he's a winner. He got Debo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey. He throwing the all pro. He throwing the all pros. He goes to the Raiders. All he has is Devontae Adams. He can't just throw it to Devontae Adams all the time. Guess what? Leads the league in interceptions. But he's good, right? Come on, man. Like Carson Wentz to retirement. Exactly. Carson Wentz isn't even in the league. Nobody even picked Carson Wentz up. He's a bum. Nobody's going to pick Jimmy G up either. Only reason Jimmy G got picked up is because Josh McDaniels wanted somebody to hitch his wagon to because he was like, oh, if I have my quarterback, then I'll win. Derek Carr doesn't know my system. Yeah, Derek Carr is just as garbage, but so is Dennis Allen down there in the Saints. These coaches aren't good. I'm going to say it every week until I'm blue in the face, and I'm black, so it ain't going to take that long. But it's good old boy league and nepotism. That's how these coaches get jobs. They don't get jobs because it's the best man up. Because if it was the best man up, Josh McDaniels would have never got another coaching gig ever again after he drafted and wanted Tim Tebow and hitched his wagon to Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow, there's film of Tim Tebow's practices, and he's throwing the ball, and the ball's just hitting the line of scrimmage. Like Tim Tebow couldn't even throw a football. NFL football, because here's the thing: college football is a different size than the NFL football. So hand size matters when you get into the NFL. That's why people struggle when they first get into the NFL catching the ball. Remember they were saying Jamar Chase can't catch; he's a bust. You got to get used to the ball. It's a different ball. It's a different ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my rant. Um, I watched the film on these quarterbacks, dude, and I'm not like some guru, but I can tell when people are bums, and I can tell when like, hey, the wide receiver kind of quit on that route, or the offensive coordinator ain't calling any plays, and because look at things like separations, like that's a stat that you can look up. How much separation that these wide receivers get. That's an actual stat you can look up. And we're talking about in a professional sport where inches matter. So if you got a team where the wide receiver isn't getting that enough separation, meaning whether it's a bad routing concept or the wide receiver just isn't that good, then if nobody's open, how's that the quarterback's fault? If nobody's open, I gotta throw it to somebody. What, you gonna just take a sack and throw it out, then throw it away every time? Sometimes these quarterbacks are making it look better than what they are, right? Like But anyway, I gotta pick this game, and I gotta go to bed because it's like 9 o'clock, and my bedtime is like 9 o'clock. To be honest with you, I'm an old head. They changed this. This was at 3. It's at 3.5 now, and it's at 40. Um, I don't remember what changed. Maybe they saw the game of Zach Wilson, probably. Who is this? He's a bum. That's who he is. He's a bum. They saw him do that little run throw, and he threw it like that, and they were like, "Ooh, he's good." And then Trey Lance did it. They were like, I guess everybody can do it. Zach Wilson's a bum. Good night. Can't wait to hit that couch and go to bed. um, this game is hot butter garbage for the one last time for my emoji. What's my hot butter garbage emoji? I go all the way to the back to the hood again. There it is. Hot butter garbage. Hot butter garbage. I get why they did it because this was going to be Justin Herbert versus Aaron Rodgers on national stage and so on and so forth. But it didn't end up being that way. You going with the Jets? Chuck, I don't know what's wrong with you, Chuck. Why? Why are you going with the Jets? Because their defense is trash? I mean, because the Chargers' defense is trash? I don't know. I think the pass rush of the Chargers is good enough to frazzle Zach Wilson. That's what I think. Justin's good. Justin Herbert is prime example of vice versa. The quarterback, the offensive quarterback coordinator and the team is not doing Justin Herbert any favors. The routing concepts are trash. They got a great team. The Chargers should not be losing the way they're losing. They got A1 talent. You think the D line? I see. Here's the thing: Justin Herbert does great against the blitzes and things like that. Um, Justin Herbert struggles with zone, and not necessarily man. I'm going with listen. I'm going with the Chargers with the upset. I'm going with the Chargers with the upset because it's on par for the Jets to win one, lose one, and on par for the Chargers to lose one, win one. This is who they are. This is who they are. And you're not going to tell me otherwise, brother. Yeah. And he's back. He's also black. You racist son of a bitch. I wish I could edit this. Oh, he's black. I'm shocked. That's because that's still a New York team. They are a New York team. Word to mother. Word to mother, son. So black. He light skinned. He ain't even darker than you, Chuck. You might be darker than Eckler. To be honest with you. Y'all funny. But yeah, we got the Chargers for the last one. I'm gonna go through all of the picks. Not necessarily. I'm gonna get rid of this to move this out the way. Show you all the picks just in case y'all missed any of them. We have Titans +3. We going with the Chiefs. Chief. Yeah, Chief. The Bears, because I ain't trying to sleep on the kids. Ouch. I thought you were dark skinned, Chuck. Eckler wins. W's airs. We going with the Texans. You going with the Cards, but Browns to win. For those that do money line or whatever. Uh, ah, y'all throwing me off. Cards, but Browns to win. We going with the Patriots. Then we're going with the Rams. We're going with the Scravens, who are my AFC dark horse. We're going with the Vikings. We're going with the Colts. We're going. We're going with the Cowboys. Hurts to say it really upsets my tummy. Then the Giants, the Yangles, and the debit cards. Yes, we ain't got no credit, so we charge it. All right, so that is what we got. That is who we are. That is who we be. It is your boy Geechee A. Smith, as always. You know, I got love for you guys. You guys are my favorite bros of all time. But until next time, holla at your boy, Geechee A. Smith out.